Not saying that I'm gonna get $1 million house, but I'm gonna get $1 million house.
Get the biggest Chanel back in the store if you want it. I gave them the drip, they set it up, I got them on it. I bought a new bed, I had it once, so I two-toned them. Taking these drugs, I'm gonna be up in...
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel if you are a returning viewer. And before I do get into this, I would like to say thank y'all so much. I want to thank each and every last one of y'all for always watching my videos, commenting, messaging me about them, just everything from YouTube to TikTok to Facebook, just everything, Instagram. I really and truly appreciate y'all, and I cannot say this enough. And if you are new here and you get to the end of this video or even halfway through the video and decide, you enjoy it, give me a subscribe. It don't cost nothing. And also comment and, let me know your opinion, any questions, anything. Like, I do interact with my people on all platforms. I'm not one of those, so yeah. So today's video is gonna be about my 5th year anniversary in Dallas, and I'm so excited to do this video. I've been planning this video for like a month now, and I literally just made out my key points probably like 15 minutes ago. But it ain't really much to have to remember when you know. But we finna get straight into this. If you are someone who are considering, moving to Dallas, or if you are moving to Dallas and just wanted a little bit of insight, my opinion on my 5 years being here, I got y'all. I got my little... So as far as areas to live in, we're going to start there. In my opinion, I do a lot of driving, but I'll get there later on in this video. As far as areas, like I stayed in Arlington first. Arlington was cool, but Arlington, I couldn't stay in Arlington. Arlington was not for me. Arlington is not a bad area to live in. Grand Prairie is not a bad area to live in. But you also do want to do your research on the exact location. Like, of course, I feel like there are some bad areas in every city, but I don't feel like Arlington or Grand Prairie is a bad area to live in. But I will say this: if you are from Mississippi, you're gonna see Mississippi all over Arlington, all over Grand Prairie. That's when everybody move here, that's where they go, Arlington or Grand Prairie. I did it first, and I noticed when I stayed over there, I met so many Mississippi people. But where I am now, I very rarely run into any. They could be good or bad, just depending on you. But now I stay in like the far north Dallas area. And I actually love it here better than there. As far as areas here, like as far as living in, Frisco's not a bad area. Plano, I think there's kind of like I don't want to say a bad side of Plano, but when you get closer to like 75, I don't know, it just seems kind of, I don't know, the location don't seem as safe as the other parts. But like I say, you always want to make sure you're going to do your research when you are moving to these locations anyway. Like Google, ask people that live here, just everything. I said Plano, Frisco, the Colony, Carrollton, Farmers Branch. But I don't ever really hear people saying like, yeah, I'm moving to Farmers Branch. Not saying this is a bad area, but it's like right at Addison is cool. Like Addison is great. I feel like a lot of people move to Addison on business. Addison is like a business area to me. So yeah, that's my opinion on the locations. As far as like jobs, employment, whatever. So when I first, I moved May 2018. I say from May 2018 to May 2019, I got at least over like probably 20 job offers, and I am not exaggerating. If I had the time to sit here and list them, I would, but y'all don't want to hear that. I didn't take all the jobs, or some jobs I left and never came back after orientation. Don't judge me. But that just wasn't for me. The only job that I actually did stick around to, I got hired at Teladoc. I started at Teladoc October 2018, and I quit in June 2018, and I have not had a corporate 9 to 5 ever since then. When I quit that, I did a whole video on this, so I'm not even gonna go into details on this, but watch that video after this one. I'm gonna try to put the link description in the, I'm gonna put the link to it in the description. But I've been doing 1099s ever since. When I first quit, I started off with Uber, DoorDash, and all of that. It ain't like it used to be, so I really wouldn't recommend nobody to quit and do just that, because I done been deactivated for no reason. Still deactivated, I believe. Don't really care. But Also, some people mess up by having just one platform. Like, okay, I'm just only gonna do Uber and try to make a living off there. They deactivate you, then you not gonna have no money. So, yeah. Always have a plan. But as far as a job, like I have not been in the job market for a long time, which has been about four years. But what I can say is I feel like it's a little bit different from what I've been hearing than how it was 4 years ago, as far as like getting a decent job that actually, you know, pay some bills. So I wouldn't recommend just like when I came out here, I didn't have a job. But I had some money saved up. I probably had like 4,000, 3,000 saved up. But I knew how easy it was to get a job at the time. But like I said, I don't know if it's that easy now because I have not been in the job market to look for a job. Like my time with 9 to 5s are up. Like I am contracted with a company, but we'll go into that another, you know. So yeah, I don't really have an opinion on it, but I will say work from home jobs have been more popular now. So maybe, you know, you can try to get hired on a work from home job before you come out here, and that way you at least have something solid, you know. That's just my opinion on that. What I would probably do now, because it's a little different. Like I said, dating. People always ask me, like, what is dating like in Dallas? Dating is trash. Dating in Dallas is trash. Do not recommend. Now, I'm not even going to talk down on it because some people do come out here and find, you know, their soulmate or, you know, have luck dating or whatever. But me personally, I really, truly feel like I don't think I would want to date a Dallas man. Not saying a man that lives in the Dallas area, but someone from, like, actually from here. I just really feel like, I don't know, it's just like the Mississippi in me. I really feel like my man is from Mississippi. Not saying he's necessarily in Mississippi, but you know, a lot of people who are here are not from here also. So who knows where that may take me. But I have had some crazy experiences. I know y'all probably didn't. If you have constantly watched my YouTube channel, have seen my story time that I did about being catfished. He was actually from the DFW, so that's how that went. But honestly, I haven't really been on the dating scene lately. Like, it's been a minute. Like, I'm not even on it right now. I'm focused on building my brand, just getting my whole life together. Like, I'm not putting that's not a priority for me right now. But when I was like considering dating, it was an adventure. It was hilarious, but a lot of other people will say the same thing as far as dating in Dallas being trash. Like I said, some people find their person, some people don't. Some people, you know, go a different route than they normally would take. But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know. I can't really speak too much on that, but I feel like it's more so because I mean the area is big, so like I am not gonna say it's easy to cheat, but like, you know, people have, men or women will have different, you know, people in one city. They might have somebody in Arlington, somebody in Dallas, somebody in Carrollton, somebody in Irving. Like, it is what it is. So whatever is for me, it'll be for me. So I'm not even tripping on. I'm not. The differences between Texas and Mississippi. I love talking about this because the mindset, like, I love when it comes down to elevation and growth, like, you have to be in an environment that will allow that. You cannot be in an environment that, you know, will have you stuck in one place. So I really feel like when I first, the main thing that I noticed when I came here, the people that I came across, the mindsets are so different, like, in a good way. Not saying Mississippi mindsets are, you know, trash, because there are, you know, some people that, you know, have decent mindsets there. But I just really feel the difference. Like, when you talk to people, people have this going on, that going on. People are not limiting themselves. Like, it's a lot. And I don't know, I love it. Like, the first person that I guess you could say I actually met that mindset stuck out to me, that to this day, KK, she was the first person that has ever done my hair when I moved here, and to this day, like, I still go to her. I love her. And when I first started going to her, She was doing hair at her apartment. Now she has a whole salon, Slay Day Salon and Sweets in Bedford. I had to shout her out. But the mindset's for sure. Also, I noticed that, like, say if I'm like talking to somebody from back home, or I'll say like, oh, I'm paying, they ask me like what I'm paying for rent or something. Oh, I would never do that, or I want such and such. But y'all gotta realize, like, people have to realize that, for one, you know, a lot of people are not making the same money in Mississippi than they are in Texas. Now, some are, depending on the field you're in and all of that, but overall, they're not. So the cost of living, like, it's a big difference. Like, a lot of people out here are touching money that people in Mississippi has never seen. And I mean, it could be the other way around too, but it's just mindset. And as far as like, oh, you know, buying a house, it's not that easy to just jump up and, okay, let me buy a house. Y'all know that. So, and a lot of people, credit is not even where it needs to be to, you know, be talking about, oh, just go buy a house. And it's, of course, it's more factors that take a play in it also. But yeah, the mindsets are just very different. And I really appreciate the environment that I have transitioned to, because I always knew that Mississippi was not going to be home. Like, it's always home, don't get me wrong, but my residence, like, no. So the next thing on my list was like rent houses or rent apartments or houses. And I kind of talked about that already, but I guess I can touch on it a little bit more. As far as the houses, like, when I do get a house, I don't want to just get something just because people feel like I need to get a house right now. Like, I want to get something that I want, that I'm going to want to stay in for a while. And the area that I want to stay in. And y'all know, like, for one, the housing market lately, the past couple years is, you know, in a weird space. But also the houses in the area that I'm in, like, you're not going to get nothing for under $300,000. And they go up to $1 million. Not saying that I'm going to get $1 million house, but I'm going to get $1 million house. It might not be my first house, but I'm going to get $1 million house. And not because it's $1 million house, but there's certain things that I want, certain locations that I want to stay in. And it's not worth me about $1 million. So it is what it is. And people might hear this or see this and think, oh, you crazy. But that goes back to mindset. It goes back to mindset. As far as things to do in Dallas, I don't really get out much, and it's sad to say, and I've been here for 5 years, but Dallas is like, they're big on like brunch, going out to you know, nice little brunch spots. There are a ton of those. I don't really go out like that, but like, okay, special occasions, there are certain places that, you know. Now, there are always events in downtown Dallas. I don't know specifically what they always are, but there's always something going on, depending on what you like to do. But if you just are like, okay, I'm open to just trying anything, or open to just, you know, going here, there, whatever, it's always going to be something to do. Also, somebody asked me, as far as like meeting people, as far as friends, here's my take on that. I'm not one of those who will just jump out there and be like, hey, y'all want to be friends? And I've noticed that here lately, y'all got so many requirements to be friends these days. And I'm not even going to put myself in certain situations. Like, I'm very introverted. I'm very to myself. Like, I have terrible anxiety. I have my days where I just want to be to myself, by myself. I have days where I might not text back. I might not answer the phone. I will eventually, like, when I get out of whatever, you know. If you don't know, I've always battled with my mental health. And people don't understand that. So I don't even try to go out and just like, oh, let me meet a friend. Because, like I said, like, y'all, they have so many requirements these days. I'm not gonna, and I don't go back and forth in friendships. I'm just not doing it. So, but now I do have friends here, some of which, you know, I've already known back from Mississippi, like my best friend Tony, Stephanie. But I also have met people here, like I said initially, like the hairstylist KK. I met Ariel and her family sisters through I actually met Ariel through a trucking group, and you know, everybody around her I met through her. there's a couple more people that I have met that I'm in communication with, but overall, like, I don't have a huge friend group. But I ain't really have one back in Mississippi either. Like, you know, I was cool with a lot of people, but you know, it's you know. But I've met a couple of people, a couple of females who, you know, wanted to be friends that ended up being kind of on the weird end. And I say weird because, hey, like, I don't text you right back. You gonna make a status about me. Like, you know, stuff like that. We too grown, we too old for that. Friends who don't want you having other friends. Friends who don't want you around other friends. Like, at this point, do you want to be my friend or do you want to, you know? So it's just certain stuff that I don't even try to deal with. I let things align the way they're supposed to be. I let things happen how I feel like they should happen, which is naturally. So yeah, at this point, the only thing that I can say, or I'm not even gonna say I'm actively looking for it, but I'm actively open to people who on the business end, content creation, YouTube, business, just, you know, in that aspect. Not even just, oh, I just want friends to just, I don't even get to hang out with the friends that I do have as often as I want to, because for one, you know, everybody has kids, everybody's schedule's different. My weekends, I try to do content, try to get my life together because I'm gonna be doing this full time soon. So I have to be consistent. I have to do what I need to do. The last point that I have is about like business networking. Now, I'm actively, I made a post today about looking, you know, about networking events because I do want to get out there and start networking more. I do understand the importance of networking. It is very hard to do things alone, like always alone. I do know how far, like with a team, you can go places. Like, I don't feel like anybody ever just solely became a millionaire or whatever off of just doing things just by themselves. Now, some may, but I understand the importance of networking. So that's where I'm at with that. I really cannot think of anything else at the moment that I want to add to this. These are just the freaking things that I have been asked previously about living here. And I wanted to record this on my 5th year anniversary. I love Dallas. Dallas has shown me a lot. I've touched, I don't even want to go there, but Dallas has shown me a lot and I love it. And I'm so grateful for where I am now. I'm grateful for where I'm going. I'm grateful for y'all for watching this. I'm just grateful for a lot. If y'all have any other questions, I promise you I don't mind answering them. You can message me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. My name is the same on pretty much everything, The Keisha Shantae. You can email me. But thank y'all so much for tuning in, and subscribe if y'all like.
You just Lisa, you don't own it. If I'm in the club, I got that 500 performing. The back end just came in and out honest. Vibes galore, cute shit, they all on us. I'm from Atlanta where young niggas run shit. I know they hating on me, but I don't need comments. Whenever I tell her she coming. Whenever it smoke, we ain't running. Drip too hard, don't stand too close. You gon' fuck around and drown. Off this way, doing all these shows. I've been on the road.